any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see, the UCONN Huskies taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. UConn will deliver the opening kickoff, and we'll get this game going. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Duke's offense will go to work first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple...
Taking a shot on the first play. He's got it on the left. Off and running. The tag. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Duke. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
That is how you start a football game. My guy's really fast, really good. I'm going to feature him, give him the football, and he will do the rest. One play, one superstar, one touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse. It's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Moncrief. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
UConn will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man, making that big play. Open.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Grabs it inside the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Quarterback quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UConn going back to work on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Duke.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet. This offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UConn offense goes back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right, the opponent.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. To the air, it's Moncrief. Here's the pressure. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. UConn will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He wants to change this route. To the air on 1st down. He's got him. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Blue Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. To the ground. He's got it again. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3- to 4-yard runs, later in football games,
and the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Moncrief. Setting up the screen. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. If this offense had a little extra time to think about it, let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Well, the ball pops out on the return, and this fumble will squirt out of bounds. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Catch inside the 25. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Using his feet. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UConn going back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. complete on the right side. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up the throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They make the tackle, but UConn has enough for the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The DBs will back off a bit. From the gun, the ground game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Got a man. It's Tamatova. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. This UConn offense really has it going. Back to pass. It's Moncrief. Fires to the big fella. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And some room to work. And he's brought down after a nice gain. UConn comes to the line after getting another 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Takes the easy one to the back. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a 1st down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Running back searching for a hole. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He might want another play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Turns it loose deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The UConn offense goes back to work. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
It's a foul on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Offense working from the pistol. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Duke! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
Ready to try the point after. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 18 over Central Michigan. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Dropping back, it's Moncrief. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. UConn will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On the option. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent.
You're so wet behind the ears, man. What do you mean?
Exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
You should.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Feel that. Like that
In
answer.
the end zone, it's Rice. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UConn going back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
I'm finishing my football game right now.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Close to the marker, it's Amatova. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
No, if he was like Jonathan, I'd be worried he might get a little excited.
Dropping back, it's Moncrief. Rushes on him.
Said if you were like Jonathan, I'd be worried you'd get a little excited.
And they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have
you
given
can lube up
The
first.
coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying.
Makes the grab
Working
on
man's
the
hands, baby.
and they swarm him under.
Right?
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore.
Dude, my
You're
dad
gonna be
was
wide
my
receiver in
supervisor
today's
when I was
football.
doing
Great job
drywall shit.
sneaking out of the backfield,
We'd be sanding, he'd
getting
come
the
in and rub
football,
on the
letting
fucking
them get some positive
corner
yards.
bead, and you'd be like, motherfucker, you're taking too
On
much
third
off. That was
down,
the whole
he comes
coach.
to throw.
Just by rubbing his hands.
Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other
Use
way.
your script.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Damn rednecks.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling.
He's got it on the right. Touchdown, Duke. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And I love the play call on offense. offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Moncrief. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Great catch on the sidelines, but the object is to go forward.
And man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down now.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Blue Devils will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The UConn offense goes back to work. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Got it behind the line. It's Rice. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Back to pass. Plucks it out of the air. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Smart move to keep it on the ground.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Might be changing the route. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quickly out to the tight end. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Blue Devils have a lot of options on second and inches. The give to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
They'll give it to the back. Inside the 25. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend the whole entire field.
Flips it out to the back. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, third and one, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetrate.
Back's going for the goal line. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on second and goal. Barrels ahead. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. They'll go to the air. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other.